Let's take a look at the equipment needed to backcountry ski. First of all, the skis are very similar to any alpine ski, maybe a little bit lighter, and the binding that we ski with is called a telemark binding, which allows your heel to be free. To make climbing the hill easier, we attach a climbing skin to the bottom of our ski. It hooks at the tip and the tail, and the underside of the skin is sticky so it adheres to the base. The other side is made of mohair, which is directional and allows the ski to slide forward but prevents it from sliding backwards when we're climbing the hill. When you get to the top of the hill, you can rip the skin off and it doesn't leave any sticky on the base. Put it in your pack and you're ready to ski down. Next time you want to climb, you attach the skin again so you can climb. The boot is very similar to an alpine boot, except a little bit lighter. And in this case, it's a telemark boot, so there is a bellows in the toe area that flexes so that you can bend your toe. That enables you to make what's known as the telemark turn. The binding is much different than an alpine binding because your toe is allowed to pivot, making walking uphill much easier. The binding also has a post that can be flipped up underneath your heel, so when you're climbing, your foot doesn't have to go all the way back down to the ski each step. This video shows how when you're walking, your toe pivots in the binding and making it much more fluid when you're trying to walk on this ski. Since you'll be outdoors all day and in different conditions, it's important to carry lots of different kinds of clothing. Here we have shell coat and shell pants that are waterproof, windproof, down coat, light gloves, heavy gloves, hat, and another light layer. Other items needed would be a small first aid kit, a headlamp, toilet paper, wax, and many other little things that you might think of that'll be handy out there in the backcountry. Very important items are the telescoping probe that can be used to locate a victim in an avalanche, also the shovel to dig him out, and a saw, which is very handy for cutting limbs, making splints, building fires. A very essential item is the transceiver, which sends out a signal so someone can find you if you're buried in an avalanche, and vice versa, you can find them. Everyone wears one in the backcountry. All of your gear can be stuffed in a backpack, which you carry with you at all times. The average backpack weighs somewhere between 15 and 25 pounds. Now that we have all the equipment figured out, it's time to ski. So we attach the skins to the ski like we described before, sticking them to the base and hooking them at the tail and the tip. Next, smooth the skin out on the base of your ski so that the sticky side adheres to the base. And then we're just about ready to start our climb. We're starting on an up track that was already established the run before, so the trail has been broken. Now it's just a matter of following it. We try to set a grade that's uniform so that it's we can set an even pace going up the hill, somewhere between 10 and 20 degree slope probably. Even on a cold day, as we get up out of the trees and into the sun, you start warming up, so some of the clothes start coming off and being stuffed in your pack, and the pants also have vent zips in them so we can open up and get more ventilation. You're usually never cold when you're climbing. Notice how the trail zigzags its way up the slope, and also notice how the heels are coming down onto the posts so that we don't let our foot drop all the way back to the ski, just unnecessary energy wasted there. Try to always set a very nice even pace, because sometimes you have to maintain this for an hour or so to get to the top of the slope that you want to ski on. One thing to remember about backcountry skiing, most of your time is spent climbing the hill, not skiing down it. But with scenery and a day like this, it all seems worthwhile. As we work our way over this ridge, we'll get some great views of the Cabinet Range located in northwestern Montana. Now that we're at the top of the ridge, it's time to get the skins off and do a little skiing. They'll be ripped off the ski, usually without even taking the ski off, and stowed in the pack, and we're ready to go. The nice thing about backcountry skiing is the only other people out there with you are those that you invited. No tracks, everything's fresh for you.